Hi, my name is Sara Smallhouse. I teach art appreciation and art history and gallery productions here at Butte College. I'm also the gallery coordinator. I got my bachelor's at UC Irvine in art history, and I was always interested in both teaching and art museums. So I get to do a little bit of both here in my role teaching my courses and then also running the gallery with my students. I want to welcome you to our exhibit, Thrive, Celebrating Our Identities. It's a collaboration with the Idea Office. Trey Robinson, our Idea Officer, came up with the idea to have a diversity art show here on campus to go along with our Decolonize events. And this is the product. So Thrive is a group exhibition. We have over 20 artists. We put out a call for artworks, and I worked with my students to develop the theme of the show. So Diversity Art Show was like this big umbrella concept. I wanted to do something that was appealing to my students. So I reached out to them for ideas on what further this show could be. And it was very important to my students that we receive work that demonstrates joy in the artist's identity. So that's what you see here. It's very challenging and fun to create a show like this. Unlike when you have just one artist or even just two artists, the work tends to all go together because it belongs to that one artist. When you do a big group exhibition like this, I think you get to do a little more fun, creative work as a curator because you have to bring the show together. You have to bring all of these artists together. So it's a challenge to have every single piece shine in this show, but we worked really hard to do that in a variety of curatorial techniques. And we also really like to create an overall design for the show. I think sometimes that's things that our visitors don't always take into account. Perhaps they get to enjoy that, but they don't always understand all the energy that we put into thinking about color, font, layout. And so you can see we chose this really bright yellow, but we only used little pops of color, but we wanted to energize the show and give it this positivity. It's just one of the little things that we do behind the scenes. So I want to tell you a little bit about our process and some of the pieces behind me. So there's a lot of different ways and techniques of curating a group show such as this so that it speaks well to the audience, which has varying levels of, art experience and art knowledge. And so one of the things that we did on this back wall is we looked at the concepts and the subject matter and also the colors. So we wanted to make sure that there's really nice flow throughout the show to bring it all together and again, create a great experience for the visitor. And then we're in the process of trying to have each artwork really shine. And so you'll see behind me, there's a lot of really brilliant color in the pieces that we chose for this back wall. We also vary the sizes, but we have a great blend of media, and we also have some really fun subject matter. So I like to come back to this idea of thrive. When we were thinking about this theme, we were thinking of that phrase, thrive, not survive. So one thing that I really enjoy about this show, Thrive, is that we have such a wide array of artists. We have artists such as Laura, who's well-seasoned in ceramics, but we also have people that came out from the nursing department, from the library, from the community. There's all kinds of different levels of technical skill and just a variety of different stories representing all these different facets of identity. And one thing that's really personally important to me as a curator is making art spaces that everyone feels like they belong to. So I'm really proud that we created a call and created a space where all of these people felt brave enough and comfortable enough to share their stories with you. So thank you so much for joining me at Butte College Art Gallery with our show Thrive, Celebrating Our Identities.